Welcome to today's football predictions on the Betcraft. Okay, it's another very beautiful Monday morning, and once again, we'll find our predictions on this very channel. You know, as usual, we know so many games are going across the globe, and we're able to select, a few games among these many that are going on. Looked into it very well before bringing it forward for you. Okay, you know, in a short while, we'll be looking at the matches one after the other. And I want to use the opportunity to ask the first are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to kindly take our time to hit the subscription button right now so that you won't be missing out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. That's very important. Do that. Okay. And yesterday we had a very good outing. Yesterday we saw the first ticket that we had. Yesterday's ticket, the one with 3.5 odds, ended up playing just the way we predicted it, accurately. That's what we do here. Lots of bangers in this very channel. All right, congratulations to those of us who took part in that very bet and won that very game yesterday. All right, but now we do yesterday, although that second ticket of yesterday wasn't that fantastic, but at least we take the positives from the first ticket. All right, let's look at today's matches. And today, as usual, we have two tickets. Each of these tickets contains three matches as usual. And starting with the first ticket, we have the very first game in Dutch second division. That's Dutch Est division, where we have Young Utrecht will be facing FC Eindhoven. Okay, and when you look at recent games of both sides, you see that Young Utrecht have had just one win in the last six matches. They've also had two draws, but have lost three games in the last six games that they had so far. On the West side, Eindhoven have actually had three wins, two losses, as well as one draw in the last six recent games. All right, when you look at how the two teams are fared from home and away perspective, you can see that for the home side, Young Utrecht side have only managed two victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had two draws, but have lost six games in the last 10 recent home game that they had so far. They've been able to win just two, but have lost six times. All right, and when you look at their way side, Eindhoven, FC Eindhoven, their way side have actually been able to achieve, five victories in the last 10 away games that they had so far, and they've also had, four losses as well as one draw in the last, 10 away games that they had. All right, when you look at how these two teams fared on head-to-head basis, you will see that the last six head-to-head bases I've always seen Eindhoven, achieving result against this very side, both home and away, beating them, convincingly. All right, the last meeting was actually in March. We also ended up playing from home on that occasion, beating this very side by 3-0. All right, prior to that, we also ended up from away, beating Utrecht by 5-2. So in this very encounter, we definitely expect that the away side to do very well, and we expect our side to either win or draw and under 4.5 in this very one. Okay, and that takes us to the next game for the day. It is in Bolivia. What we'll have, Gilberto Villarreal San Jose, coming up against National Potosí. Okay, and we'll look at recent games on both sides. You can see that in recent games, these two teams are, quite even in some way, seeing that the home side have won three times, one draw, and also they've lost two times, and the away side, Potosí, have managed to achieve just four wins, and they've also had two losses in the last six matches that they had so far. When you look at how these two teams have fared from home and away perspective, you see that for the home side is just talk about, it's a matter of goals. The last 10 home matches that they had have produced lots of goals. 7 times out of it, they have seen over 2.5, and the away side also in 8 times out of the last 10 away games that they had have also actually produced lots of goals over 2.5 each time. And without spending so much time, it is the goals verdict that we expect in this very encounter in the minimum of over 2.5 occurring this very one. All right, over 2.5, that's our verdict. Okay, all right, that takes us to the next step, which are going to be the last for the first ticket. It is an Italian Serie C, where we have Giuliano will be up against a Monopoly. Okay, when you look at the recent games for both sides, Giuliano, the home side, have had just one win, one draw, but have lost 4 matches in the last 6 games that they have so far. And the away side, Monopoly, have managed 2 wins, but have had 4 draws as well in the last 6 recent games that they have so far. And when you look at how these two teams have fared in recent, from head to head, from home and away perspective, you can see that for the home side, Giuliano they've actually had, 5 victories in the last 10 home matches, but they've lost 4 games and 1 draw. But the last 2 home games that they had, so they're losing out all 2 games. Okay, Monopoly on the other hand, playing from away, have managed to achieve 6 victories in the last 10 away games that they have so far. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 10 away games. That tells you that this is a very, very good side. They don't lose that very much. Okay, and the last when you look at the last time they met, it was in May, it was in April of this very year. We saw Monopoly winning by 1 goal to 0, from away against this very side. So we still expect a similar result in this one. And in the Avadi is actually the away side, either to win or draw, and under 4.5. That's Avadi for that very encounter. Okay, that concludes the first ticket for today. And we head to the second ticket, and the second ticket starts with a game in Romanian League One. We'll have Universidad Cluj who will be facing CFR Cluj. Okay, in this very encounter, we see that recent games for both sides. The home side have actually had 2 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses in the last 6 recent matches. But the away side, the CFR Cluj, have had 4 wins and 2 draws in the last 6 games that they have so far. So that tells you is a team that is on fine form at the moment. And when you look at how they fared from home and away perspective, the home side, Universidad Cluj, have actually managed to achieve 4 wins, 4 losses, as well as 2 draws in the last 10 home matches. And the away side Cluj have managed to achieve 5 wins and 4 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 1 game in the last 10 away matches, actually. And that tells you it's not a team that loses very easily. And, but the last time both teams met, Universidad Cluj won actually from away by 3 goals to 2. But in this very one, we will expect the away side, Cluj, who is currently in a very fine form, to either win or draw in this one. So away win or draw, that's our value for that very game. Okay, and that takes us to the next for today. It is in Poland League One, where we have LKS Lords who will be facing Aka Ginia. Okay, and when you look at the recent games for this side, you can see that home side have had just 1 win, 2 draws, as well as 3 losses. And the away side, Junior, have managed to achieve 3 wins, 1 draw, as well as 2 losses as well in the last 6 recent matches. But when you look at how these 2 teams fared from home and away perspective, the home side, LKS Lords, have managed 3 wins, 3 draws, but they've also lost 4 matches in the last 10 home matches. And the away side, on the other hand, Gine have managed to achieve 5 victories in the last 10 away games. They've also had 3 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 10 away games that they had so far. And when you put all that together, noting the fact that the last time both teams met, saw them playing 2-1 victory, against Lords, and also followed by 1-1 result, and also a 3-1 victory for Lords. So in this very encounter, it is the goals value that is quite safer, and we expect to see a minimum of 2 goals appearing in this very encounter, over 1.5. That's what we expect in this very game. Okay, and that takes us to the next, which is going to be the last for the ticket and also the last for the day. It is in Turkey Super League, where we have Gaziantep who will be facing Rizespor, and Gaziantep, as we know, is a team in good form at the moment. They've had 4 wins in the last 6 matches, but they've also lost 2. And Rizespor as well is a team also having a very fine form, also having 5 victories and also 1 loss in the last 6 recent matches that they had so far. That tells you a lot about this very side. And when you look at how these 2 teams fared from home and away perspective, Gaziantep is one, with actually 5 wins and 4 draws, only 1 loss in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. That tells you that Gaziantep is a team that does so well when playing from home. And you see, the last 4 home matches that they had have resulted to them winning all 4 home matches, and Rizespor, on the other hand, have won 5 games from away, but have also lost 5 from away. Okay, when you put all that together, also noting the fact that the last time both teams met was Rizespor, who played from home, and they won that very question by 3-1. But each time Gaziantep played from home, they actually wins against this very side. So the last 4 head-to-head meetings have seen Rizespor winning once, while Gaziantep have won 3 times. So in this very encounter, it is the home side that are expected to, achieve a result. It is home side to win or draw and over 1.5. That's about it for that very game. And that concludes our predictions for you today on BetCraft. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes great. And also remember to play responsibly. Do not be greedy about this whole thing. These are football games. Sometimes it may not be what it seems. That being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our predictions on this very channel. But until then, keep winning.